Sai Ram class, how are you all? I hope that you all are very fine. So class, as we were in our chapter number 11, tables and shares. Now today is the last part of this chapter and we will start today's class from children and their grandfather. Now their story is Rashi, Seema, Mridul, Rohit and Lokesh. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 asked their grandfather to give them money for the fair. Now what father said? I have 70 rupees in my pocket. Tell me how to share money equally among all of you. If you are right, then you get your money. So let's see how children will divide 70 rupees among these 5. Now the first method is Rashi and Seema thought for a while and said, we know how to divide 70 with 5. So Seema started writing and say, so this is the way Seema divided 70 with 5. What did she do? She first gave rupees 10 to each one. So when we give rupees 10 to each of them, they are total 5. So how many money already distributed is 50. 10 among 50 equally. That means 50 rupees distributed. So I have distributed 5 into 10, that is rupees 50. Now 20 rupees are still left. Okay. If out of 70, 50 are distributed, that means 20 are still left. Then Rashi complete it like this. So as Seema first distributed rupees 10 to each of them, then Rashi completed this division by give 4 money, by give rupees 4 to all of them. So when she divided rupees 4 to all the 5, then 5 into 4, that means 20 rupees. So the 20 remaining are also distributed. Okay. Now no money left over. Okay. All the money distributed. So the final solution or the final division is like I gave rupees 4 more to each, so I have distributed rupees 20 also. Now nothing is left and all the money is divided. So each get how many? 10 plus 4. You can see here first they divided 10 among all of them, then 4 also. So how many each of them get? 14 rupees. Okay. So this is the first type of division what Rashi and Seema did. Now let's see what other children did. Now Mridul and Lokesh are trying 70 divided by 5 in different way. So let's see what they did. So Lokesh write, you can see here this is the division done by Lokesh. So Lokesh write, first I gave rupees 5 to each. So when they divided rupees 5 in 5 of them, then 5 into 5, that in how many rupees distributed? 25 rupees. Okay. So 25 rupees distributed among them. So now when we subtract rupees 25 from 70, how many rupees are still left? 45. Now the next, what he did? I gave rupees 6 more to everyone. Now after 5, he divided rupees 6 more to them. So when we divided rupees 6 among 5, that means 30 rupees more are distributed. So now we have to subtract 30 from remaining 45. So you have to complete this division. You have to help him to complete his division. So let's see how we have to do it. So this is our complete division. Now when we subtract 30 from 45, how many rupees are left? 15. Now I am left with how many rupees? 15 rupees. Now how will Lokesh distribute the rest of the money? So we all know that if we have 15 rupees, you can see here closely, if we have 15 rupees and we have to divide it among 5 people, so we can divide rupees 3 more to them. So when we divided among 5 people rupees 3, so that means rupees, it is rupees 15. So that means the remaining rupees 15 also divided among them. So now you can see how many total money divided among each of them is 5 plus 6 plus 3. So let's see what should be our complete solution. So you can see here that how will Lokesh distribute the rest of money? We already help him by dividing 3 among all of them, and we have no money left. Now the next question is, so each child gets 5 plus 6 plus 3, that means 14 rupees. Okay, so you can see that we have the same answer but method of division is different. Now let's see what is our further thing. Now check your answer, multiply your answer by 5 and see if you get 70. Is your answer correct? Means our answer is 14. Okay, so we have to check our answer by multiplying 14 with 5. Yes, we all know that 14 multiplying with 5 gives us 70. So that means our answer is correct. Now we have an activity for this called your method. Now use your own method to divide 70 among 5 people. If you want, you can start by giving 2 or you can start by giving 11. So let's solve or divide 70 among 5 using both of them. Means first we start by giving 2, then we do a division starting with dividing 11 among them. Okay, so let's see how we have to do it. So this is the division when we start by giving 2 to each. Now when I start giving 2 rupees to each, we have total 5 children. So 5 into 2, that means how I have distributed rupees 10. Okay, so we have to subtract rupees 10 from 70. So when we subtract rupees 10 from 70, we have rupees 60 here. Now what I can see that there are a lot of money I still have. So I know that 5 into 10 gives us 50. That means I can easily distribute rupees 10 more to all of them. So I will now distribute rupees 10 to all of them. So when I have distributed rupees 10 to all of them, that means rupees 50 more I have distributed. So I have to subtract rupees 50 from 60 from remaining 60. So that means 10 rupees more are remaining. So now I know that I can easily divide rupees 10 among 5 by distributing 2 rupees to them. So I will again distribute rupees to them. That means 10 rupees which were left, they are also distributed. So you can easily see that I have no money left now. Okay. So total money I have distributed to each of them is 2 plus 10 plus 2. That means 14. Okay. So you can see here our answer is again same, but the method of distribution is different. Okay class. Now we have to do a division by starting giving rupees 11 also. So let's start by giving rupees 11. So when we distributed rupees 11 to 5, rupees 11 to 5. So how many total money distributed? 55. So we have to subtract 55 from 70. So when we subtract 55 from 70, we have 15 rupees left. So I can easily distribute rupees 15 among 5 by giving 3 to each. So when I give rupees 3 to each of them, that means 15 rupees which were left is also distributed. So I have no money left now. So you can see here how much money I have distributed to each of them is 11 plus 3, that is 14. So you can see here our answer is again same, but the method of division is different. Okay. So you can divide any number with any number by different ways. Okay class. Now let's move on to the next activity. Okay, now you have divisions. Try doing these. Now the same kind of division we did in our last class also. So this is your homework for today. This is your activity for today. Okay, so you have to do these division by your own so that your division will improve. Now let's move on to the next page, which is where we have two questions. The first is Meera made 204 candles to sell in the market. How many candles? 204. C makes packet of 6. Now how many packet will she make? That means in a packet there should be how many candles? 6. So we have to answer how many packets she will make for total 204 candles. Okay. Now let's see what should be its solution. So the solution is total number of candles 204, and in a packet there are only 6 candles. So that means to find out the number of packets we have to divide 6. We have to divide 204 with 6. So first what we will do? We will see, this is same kind of question that how we can distribute 204 among 6. Okay, this is the same kind of question. So first I put 3. Okay, so 6 into 3 gives us 18. So I have to minus 18 from 20. I have 2 left. Then I will take this 4 down and it will become 24. Now I know that 6 multiplying with 4 gives us 24, and I have no candle left. So that means you can see here how many packets are there. Total 34 packets I can easily make by putting 6 candle in each of them with 204 candles. So answer is there will be total 34 packets of 6 candle in each. Okay. Now the further question is, if she packs them in packet of 12, means now the quantity will increase. There will be total how many candles? There will be total 12 candle in a packet. Then we have to answer how many packet will she make. So this is the activity for you today. What you have to do? You have to just divide 204 with 12 to get the number of packets. Now let's move on to the next question. The question is, on sports day, 161 children are in the school playground. How many total children are there? 161. They are standing in 7 equal rows. Means there are total how many rows? There are total 7 rows. Okay. Now how many children are there in each row? We have to answer it. So this is the question for direct division. So what we will do? So let's see its solution. Children are 161 and total rows are 7. So we have to divide 161 with 7. So we will take 2 first. So we all know that 7 multiplying 2 is 14. So when we subtract 14 with 16, so we will have 2 here. Now we will take this 1 also here. So it will become 21. Now 7 into 3 gives us 21. So now we will multiply 7 with 3. So we will have 21 here and we have no children left. So that means how many children are there in a row is 23. So answer is there are 23 children in each row. Okay. So class, you can see how we can find the answer by using division. Okay. Now let's move on to next activity, and this is the last activity for our chapter, which is story problems. Now Srishti's grandmother is asking her to make problems. Means now this is a case we have to make problem. We have solution and we have to make question with it. Now look at the picture and make a question on it. So what Srishti did? So you can see here there are 3 crates, 1, 2 and 3. And in each crate how many bottles are there? We can count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 6 into 4. That is 24. So her problem is there are 3 crates. Each crate has 24 bottles in it. Okay, this is the situation. So the problem is what Srishti make is how many bottles are there in all, means how many bottles are there in all the three. Okay, if there are 3 crates and 24 in each, then how many in total? So how we can find the answer? We have to multiply 3 with 24 to find the answer. Now we have next activity based on the same. We have situation and we have to make the question. Now the first is, there are 8 Rakhis. Sorry, there are 8 packet of Rakhis and in each packet there are 6 Rakhis. So we have to make the question. So the question is like, how many Rakhis are there in all? Okay. Now see, at the end of this activity, you also have to find its answer. After making your solution, you also have the answer. Okay. So this portion is your homework. Means you have to find the answer, which is all like this question, these type of questions which we did in this chapter. Now we will only make questions here. So the next situation is, there are 10 packets of sugar and Saurabh paid 110 rupees for all the packets. See, 110 rupees for all the packets. So what should be our question? Our question should be, how much 10 packets of sugar cost? Okay, how much? 1, not 10. How much 1 packet of sugar cost? It should be 1. Okay, because the cost of 10 packets are already given, 110 rupees for all the packets. So we should question how much 1 packet of sugar costs. So how we can find the answer for this? We have to divide 110 with 100 to find the cost of 1 packet. Okay class. Now the next is, there are 35 students in 7 rows. Okay, so each row has the same number of students. Total number of students are 35 and total number of row is 7. So our question should be, how many students are there in a row? Okay, we have to question that how many children are there in one row. So how we can find the answer? For this we just have to divide 35 with 7. Okay. Now the next is, Hari, Seema, Chinku and Lakshmi are going to Guwahati. The cost of one rail ticket is 62. So what should be our question? See, we have given the cost of one rail ticket. Okay, so we can make question that how much they have to pay in total for 4 tickets. Okay, so for this, for the solution of this question, we have to multiply 62 with 4. Okay class. Now the next question is, 1 meter of cloth cost rupees 20. So Lal Bagh bought some cloth and paid rupees 140. See, the total pay is 140 and the cost of 1 meter of cloth is 20. So that means we have to answer that we have to question that how many meter cloth he bought. Okay, so for the same you have to divide 140 with 20 to find the number of meter. Okay, so class, this is it for today. You have to do all the remaining activity by your own, like division. Okay, your home assessment is division, then the answer of these questions. Okay, so you can focus on your today's home assessment is this division and then answer of these question. You can see here also guess the answer. So you have to solve all these question which we made today in your notebook. Okay class, till then thank you, and we will start our new chapter, or we can do workbook of this chapter in our next video.